Hey beautiful people, a whisper from the divine, beyond mediumship, blending into knowing. What I'm about to say won't be for everyone, and I'm okay with that. Yet the thing to hold on to is that we are shifting from one time or age into another. Another way to look at this is that we are closing out one time and bleeding and blending into another. So for the last 27 years I have served as a bridge, a medium. Some of you may remember my original story and the origins of my experience. For those that don't, just let me know if you would like me to create a video on this. Just comment below and I will happily craft a video in and around all of what happened to me and my first encounter with spirit when I was a child, when I was 7 years old. It is a beautiful story. So just comment below if you would like me to craft that video. So for the last 27 years I have served as a bridge, as a medium, a bridge between the worlds, 1 foot here, 1 foot there. Now this is no different. I am bridging realities, as this is a shift within those realities, a powerful paradigm shift. Something for me personally that is playing out that was seeded possibly around 15 years ago or more. Picture this if you can. I sat there one day and I asked the unseen, reached in and asked, what is the purpose of mediumship? And this is what then played out. Later that day I was at the 𝒉𝒆, which is a local huge theatre very close to home, working with the family, with my dad and my uncle, my dad's brother, and we were facilitating and hosting a mind body spirit fair, a festival. And I had been like puzzling this question, you know, what really is the true purpose of mediumship? That I felt that there was something more within it, and I've been holding that question for weeks, and I've been what I would consider at the time channeling messages and holding readings, and I was bridging those two worlds without a shadow of a doubt. But there was something within it that was stirring within me that asked that question: what is its true purpose? What is the root of it? What is the intention of it? And there I am in the afternoon, just about to deliver a demonstration of mediumship, and I felt over my shoulder this presence come in, and I felt over my other shoulder this presence coming, one female, one male. Now for me, as I sit here right now, that is absolutely pivotal information. As spirit often say, the unseen say, all information is information. And even as I share this story, I'm like goosebumped, because that is a very important piece to where I found myself today. So just about to do this demonstration, I look out across the audience, and maybe there's 120 people. It was in the studio, within the hall. For those of you that are local or come and sat with me, you'll know that space, I'm sure of it. And about 120 people sitting in there, and at the time when myself, my uncle and a few other mediums were demonstrating, some of the mediums from the event would actually come and stand at the back and watch us work. And I could feel these presences kind of gather in, and this is how it all played out. I looked out across the audience and I went, okay, how many of you here are looking for answers? Place your hand in the air if you are looking for an answer. Of course, 98% of the room placed up their hands. They're all there. It was an obvious question. They're all there looking for those answers. And I went, what if I told you you have been waking up for weeks and weeks and weeks with the answers? What if I told you you've been waking up for weeks with the answers? Of course, there was this huge kind of gasp in the room, like this sense of realization that actually, in fact, they had been waking up in the mornings with the answer. And it's like all this stirring, you know, within the audience. And I said, what if I told you it's not like you don't know the answers, it's just that you're not trusting in yourself? I went, let me show you. And all of this felt like it was ignited by these two presences behind me. And I went, okay, what I'd like you to do is place your hands on your heart. You could do this in real time as you're watching this. Place your hands on your heart. Take a nice, big, deep cleansing breath. And feel into those questions that you're holding or carrying. And place that question within yourself and very gently feel into the answer. And I got them to breathe, and I got them to journey a little bit more deeply into that. I went, now just allow that answer to rise up from within you, and take a big, deep cleansing breath, and allow that answer to rise up within you. And as you do, feel it, sense it, reach for it. And I went, now very gently, with your eyes closed, put your hand up if you got an answer. Huge swathes of people, if not like 95% of the room put up their hands. And I remember looking around the room going, oh my gosh. I went, right, okay, those of you that haven't, believe me, they're there. You might just need a little bit longer. I went, right, those of you that have, keep your hands up in the air. I now want you to open your eyes. Of course, they look around the room and there's all these people with their hands up. It's like, there's all these gasps within the audience. I went, right, see, you know the answers. And you've been waking up with them for weeks and weeks and weeks. But what is happening is that by lunchtime, you've moved from here, from your deep knowing, into your mind, and then by lunchtime you're saying, I don't know, because this has grabbed hold of it. This has done a job on you. It has grabbed hold of it and it's fucked you over. Okay, that is the truth of it. And then what you say is, you don't know. The other thing that is happening alongside that is that you got the knowing, and then this starts to think about, and then it moves into fear. So it's not like you don't know, but you're fearful on acting on what you do know. Okay, and that is a massive part of it. And of course the whole room was like, oh my god, that's true. By lunchtime I am saying I don't know, and then I just go round and round and round in a circle, moving from knowing to not knowing, and cause fear paralysing me. Not always, but predominantly. And it's the unity, the marriage between this and this. It's like this, and it's all down to you trusting in yourself. The reason that you kind of are there and you're looking for those answers is because you don't trust in yourself. And of course the room was like, oh my god. I went, so actually 95% of the room absolutely has got the answers. I was like, yes. I went, well, here's the thing. How many of you were about to go and have a reading? Like, lots of hands went. I went, now, do you really need to? Remember looking up and seeing the mediums at the back of the room look at me, and like it was like freaking thunder. And I remember my uncle sitting there putting his hands on his head as if to say, Shane, what have you fucking just done? Living up to my name now. Okay, so some of you may have noticed that we are in a shift in every way, and I'm looking at how we are showing up in the world and the rebranding of that. And one of the names that come through was the cosmic provocateur. Okay, an agent of change, stirring up change. And I went, you know, do you really need to? Maybe you should actually use that money and go and take your partner out for dinner, or put it towards a holiday, you know. And it was absolutely just driving home this really powerful point. And remember, none of this was thought about. It just absolutely poured through me. It poured through me, and I had this moment where I actually saw the answer to my original question. What is the true purpose of mediumship? And the true purpose of mediumship is holistic by nature. It is absolutely about healing and most definitely empowering people to absolutely access their own inner knowing. Okay, and for me that is absolutely where the work's going to be at now. It is going to be, and it has been, you know, within the consultations, they're like journeys and unlocking, you know, completely unlocking. The thing is, you know, use others as tools. Okay, so use others as tools to gain insight, to gain clarity, to give you ideas for direction, but never ever forget the power is within you. You are the one who can change your energy and thus your future. And it's understanding the fusion around what is predestined and what is free will. And as one of my incredible teachers says, it goes like this: predestined rocks up with a pivotal moment in time and says, there you go, now what are you going to do with it? I love that. You know, you can imagine predestined turning up, dropping this synchronization, dropping this moment in time, dropping this coincidence, and says, right, there you are, pivotal moment, now what are you going to do with it? Now, all of this carries me into a really exciting announcement. We have a beautiful collaboration lined up between myself, Sheila from Tribal Angel, phenomenal psychic artist, alongside Lucia from Divine Light Wellbeing. What an incredible space that is. And Lucia being an incredible shifter of energy. Alongside myself, for an evening of messages and insights. And whilst that is playing out, Sheila will be channeling her magic, crafting a stunning visual representation of the guiding energies within the room, creating a collective spirit guide. Goosebumped. Towards the end of the evening, the collective portrait and its powerful message will be unveiled, offering wisdom and clarity for us all. And in addition to that, one of the students from our Mechanics of Mediumship, aka now the Mechanics of Knowing, will join us to deliver messages alongside us. Now, these insights I absolutely see as keys, doors and bridges, all designed to unlock, activate deep remembrance and healing experiences that are freaking journeys. That demonstration all those years ago wasn't a demonstration, it was a journey, and it was beyond mediumship. And without a doubt, without any doubt, experiences that live beyond the hour. Now, I will pop details in the video description, not forgetting our next Mechanics of Mediumship, aka Mechanics of Knowing, seeing beyond what is seen. As always, it is a heartfelt pleasure. Just wanting to stir up thought, stir up activation, stir up remembrance, living up to the name that I felt I have grown into, the Cosmic Provocateur. Love to hear all of your thoughts on this, and if you would like me to drop that video around my original experience of contact when I was a child, please let me know and I will happily craft it. As always, sending you all so much love.